It's wonderful to see you all here, full house, next door. Testimony to all of our graduates and the significance of this day. I want to say thank you to the parents and the friends who have supported our graduates and to our alumni-to-be. Know that you are part of the Saint Vincent community and are always welcomed back. Please do come back and share your future life story with us. Today we celebrate the awarding of 2 honorary degrees, 2 individuals whose lives are an inspiration to all of us. Mr. Rohr. Saint Vincent College is an academic community rooted in and profoundly shaped by the Catholic faith, Benedictine monastic tradition, the liberal arts and sciences, and the values inherent in our rich tradition. Whenever we confer an honorary doctoral degree, we affirm publicly the values that St. Vincent upholds, and we assert that these values are not merely abstract ideals, but in fact, realities that can become manifest in the concrete circumstances of a person's life. Today, St. Vincent honors a person whose life exemplifies the ideals that we teach and seek to live, a person whose service to the community and generosity of spirit are evident in every stage and achievement of his life. The grandson of immigrants, James E. Rohr, was born and grew up in Cleveland. He lost his father at the age of 10, helped his widow mother working in a fish house as she struggled to afford his education. He graduated from St. Ignatius Jesuit High School, received a bachelor's degree from the University of Notre Dame, and earned an MBA from The Ohio State University. He came to Pittsburgh at the age of 24 and has been a dynamic contributor to the community ever since. In a culture where the rugged individualist is often exalted, Jim has been a builder of consensus, not just a successful businessman, but a true and inspiring leader. He has chaired the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust, the Allegheny Conference on Community Development, the Greater Pittsburgh Council of the Boy Scouts. He has served as director of the Heinz Endowments as well as the Committee for Encouraging Corporate Philanthropy. As chief executive officer of PNC, he established the Grow Up Great project, this $350 million initiative that began in the year 2004 to help prepare children, particularly underserved and disadvantaged children, from birth to 5 for success in school and life. Through this project, he has established an endowment in our Fred Rogers Center to support the Senior Fellows Program. Jim has also promoted protection of the environment, where he has demonstrated his commitment to green architecture. Last year, he announced plans for the tower at PNC Plaza in Pittsburgh. When it opens in 2015, he promises it will be the world's largest green skyrise. Widely recognized for his civic leadership and invaluable contributions to community development, he has received the Woodrow Wilson Award for Corporate Citizenship, Sesame Workshop Corporate Honorary Award, the Horatio Alger Distinguished Americans Reward. Now, St. Vincent College is pleased to recognize and honor him as well. Therefore, it is with great joy and gratitude that in the name of the faculty of St. Vincent College, I recognize you, James E. Rohr, for your important contributions to the local, national, and global community, for your exemplary work promoting the Christian values of service to others, and I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, at St. Vincent this 11th day of May, 2013. Congratulations. Now you got to put your foot on.
Thank you so much, Brother Norman. That was a wonderful, wonderful introduction, and it's a wonderful honor. Cardinal, to share a stage with you is truly an honor. I really appreciate being with you at any time, and it's a real treat for everyone to be here. Archabbot, we've been friends for so long. Thank you for this, Bishop and others. It's great to be here and to receive this wonderful honor. Brother, as I stood here listening to the number of things you were rolling off, I could figure out that my greatest talent was to be able to take credit for what others have done, which is always a CEO's role. But in any event, there's a lot of wonderful things that have happened along the way, and you can't do it without your teammates. It's all about your teammates. And I'll be brief because we have a wonderful speaker coming, but I would like to just say to the graduates, congratulations. This is a very, very exciting day. And the parents, it's a very exciting day for you too because of what you've been able to accomplish. But I'll only tell you, I'll be brief, but I just want to tell you a little story. Some 30 years ago, we had the little Pittsburgh National Bank. It was about 2% of the size of PNC today. And our chairman came to me and asked me if I would like to go on the board of trustees of Saint Vincent College. I was so honored and flabbergasted. And he said to me, he said, there's a lot of change going on out there. I think they could use your help. That's what he said to me. So I came out and joined the board of trustees at that time, and there were significant issues. There were things like coeducation, and there were things like tenure that were being discussed, and the new lay board that was being formed. They didn't have a development department, which is going to get in touch with you as soon as you leave here. But all of these things were changing, and so I came on the board, and what was interesting was the discussions around each of these very important issues, which were going to have a big effect on the college going forward for a long time, and the openness and the integrity with which these issues were discussed. Difference of opinions, of course, but the openness of which they were discussed was extremely important in order to be able to deal with it. We use a new term called transparency now, but that was the way it was. But even more important, or equally important, was the respect with which each person dealt with the issue and with each other. Whether it was the Archabbot who was here, Brother Norman was with us, Father Demetrius, Father Sebastian, all of us were on the board at the time. And the respect that I could see these leaders dealing with each other really was something that was a great education to me. And as I look back now over a long period of time, I think the chairman that sent me out to be on that board, that I could help them, was really sending me out because they helped me. When I learned the values that you've all learned here at St. Vincent, that was something that made all the world the difference in my career. So I'd just like to say to the students, make sure you remember the values that you've learned here at St. Vincent. If you take those values with you and the expertise that you have and work hard, you will be successful. Thank you very, very much for honoring me here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jim. Cardinal Wuerl, please. At a moment in history such as ours, fraught with challenges to our Catholic faith, we are blessed to have leaders in our church, such as our speaker and our honorary, His Eminence Donald Cardinal Wuerl, Archbishop of Washington, D.C. Cardinal Wuerl is well known for his catechetical and teaching ministry and for his work to make Catholic education affordable and accessible to all. He is deeply committed, for example, to efforts to sustain inner-city parochial schools and to bring high-quality education to at-risk children, and he has worked tirelessly in the Archdiocese of Washington to do so. In 1990, when he was Bishop of Pittsburgh, he founded the Extra Mile Foundation to endow and sustain inner-city parochial schools. He was instrumental in establishing scholarship programs to help disadvantaged children attend Catholic high schools. These programs continue to this day to benefit poor and disadvantaged in the Diocese of Pittsburgh. He is the author of numerous articles and books, including 2 best-selling catechisms, The Teaching of Christ and The Catholic Way. This year he has published books on the Creed, the Church, the New Evangelization. He has served as chairman of the Committee on Doctrine and the Committee on Evangelization and Catechesis of the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops. And for more than 2 decades, he has served as a member of the Board of Regents of our Saint Vincent Seminary. Today, Cardinal Wuerl continues to be deeply involved as leader and participant in the Church's new evangelization. In his recent book, New Evangelization, Passing on the Catholic Faith Today, he noted that our modern globalized culture has radically changed the way the gospel message is interpreted and understood. Cardinal Donald Wuerl is an inspiring teacher whose articulate, compelling, and effective voice calls upon faithful Catholics to join in the Church's work of the new evangelization, to help repropose and spread the gospel to those who have heard but who, influenced by the secularism of society and culture, have forgotten, to those who have lost a sense of mystery and no longer appreciate the transcendent as a reality with clear and verifiable meaning. We pray that God will bless Cardinal Wuerl and all those involved in the work of the new evangelization. And now it is with great joy and gratitude, and in recognition of your exceptional and invaluable contributions to the local and universal church, that in the name of the faculty of Saint Vincent College, I confer upon you, Your Eminence, Cardinal Donald Wuerl, the degree of Doctor Theology and Laws, honoris causa, at Saint Vincent this 11th day of May, 2013.
Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. Father, thank you.